Hello everyone, and welcome to another Christmas vlog. So Amelia and I have quite a few things to do today. We're going to try to film 2 videos, and we need to do some shopping, and tonight we are going to go ice skating, which is going to be really fun. Anyway, we had some sourdough waffles for breakfast, and I think we're about to film a video. So I was just going to talk about what I'm reading right now. So I'm still reading The Shell Collector by Anthony Doerr, which is a collection of short stories, and I am so close to finishing it, but I don't really like it. So I'm just reading it so slowly, but I'm really hoping either I'll finish it today or I will just put it down and finish it later, because I do want to read some Christmas books, but the only one that I have is Christmas Carol, so I think I'm going to read A Christmas Carol. It's been a few years since I've read it, so really excited to read this again, and in my favorite edition. So I got this at a used bookstore, and I'm just like, I love it so much. It's just so pretty, and it's got all these pictures in it, and it's just such nice colors, and it also, under the dust jacket, it's just so beautiful. I feel like I talked about this in a book haul, but I don't know. I just love it so much, so I'm really excited to be able to read this edition. It is the original, the exact way it was printed in 1843 with the original spelling and punctuation, so that'll be kind of interesting. We are going to film a video now, and I will talk to you later. So it's been like 6 hours since our last update. We filmed a video, and we did some shopping, and had dinner, and I've just been watching some booktube videos and doing a little knitting, and we are about to go ice skating. So I just watched a Christmas recommendation video from Kelly Reads a Lot, and she was recommending The Nutcracker, which I've never even really thought that it was a book, so I'm really interested in reading that book. She had quite a few good Christmas recommendations, so I really want to read some Christmas books. I haven't really ever read many Christmas books before, so I really want to try doing that this year, but we'll have to see what I can get from the library because I don't really have any. Yeah, we are going to be leaving pretty soon. It'll be a really fun time, and we might get some hot chocolate, hopefully. Yes, we will try to vlog that, but we're always really horrible at vlogging when there's other people around, so we'll just have to see. Oh, we're in their pictures. I can just see your hat. So last night we had a really fun time ice skating and looking at all the lights, and gonna be honest, we were all pretty horrible at ice skating. It was so much harder than I thought it would be. I was so sure because I like to rollerblade that I would be okay at it, but it was like so slippery. But we had a really good time, and today Amelia is at work right now, and I just did a little bit of Christmas shopping, and I'm eating some McDonald's because I haven't eaten anything today. And yeah, I'm not really sure what else we're doing today. Not really anything special. But I did finish my book finally this morning, and so I'm going to start A Christmas Carol later today, and I'm really excited to start reading that. So yeah, I'm gonna eat some lunch, and I will talk to you later. So I am finally updating for this vlog, and I just wanted to share the progress that I made on Blade of Ash. So I ended up finishing it last night. I stayed up pretty late, but this book did take me a really long time to read. I did give it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed this book. I had to give it a little bit of slack because it wasn't amazingly written. Like, I could tell it wasn't a super professional book in some ways, just because there was some loose ends. There was things I wish had been explored more, and this is only book 1, so that may have been why, but I did really enjoy it for the most part. So I didn't know a whole lot about this book when I feel like I might have mentioned I was reading it before, but this follows Allie and Red, and Red is the new king. His father just died, and Allie was his previous sorcerer. So the royal family have truth wells, and basically what that means is they are a source of magic, and the sorcerer will draw from that to basically protect them and do other things like that. When Red's father dies, Allie becomes his new sorcerer, and they have a rough start. He's very angry with her because she's kind of the reason his father died, and she's very upset that she caused that, and she knows it wasn't her fault, but it kind of was, and there's all this tension going on, and basically Red gets a curse put on him that means he will be dying in just a few weeks, months, I don't really know, and so they have to go figure out how to stop this, and they have very little knowledge of what they can do to make that happen. I feel like enemies to lovers doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, and I feel like in this book it did work pretty well. It was pretty humorous how the characters got on each other's nerves so much, and how that gradually started to change and how they started to get along better. Yeah, so overall this was a solid story, and I am looking forward to the second book. I forgot to see if it has come out yet, but I kind of was thinking it had. So next, I'm just trying to figure out what to read. So I did mention that I had started Mockingjay a little bit. This is the 3rd book in the Hunger Games series. I read book 1, I don't even know how many years ago. It was 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say, and I very slowly made my way through it. I don't really know what to say. I feel like I'm very neutral towards it. Like, I have neither love nor hate for it, so I don't really know what my thoughts will be on this last book. Not much has happened. I feel like it's been really slow in the beginning. But yeah, so I may continue reading that, or I might start The Evaporation of Sophie Snow by Mary Weber. I don't know what this is about either, but it said snow and it's December, and I thought it might be kind of wintry, so I might start that. I also know I need to wrap up a couple books for my 2023 TBR, so I have a lot of options and I don't know what to pick from, but I will be starting something today. I also started listening to the 3rd novella in the Skyward Flight series, and I know, I'm sorry, I talked about this series so much, like almost in every video, but I hope that shows you just how much I love it and how much you should read it. I am loving the 3rd one. I feel like even more than the first time I read it. This one follows Jorgen, and he is the flight leader for the Skyward Flight, and so he has a lot resting on his shoulders, and he is trying to figure out how to fight the superiority while also staying in his place, while also trying to not just conform himself to what the rest of the leaders are wanting, because they are not doing a very good job of figuring out how to fix the problems going on. I was kind of hesitant to read something in Jorgen's point of view because he is such a dry and
like by the book kind of character, but that has actually made it so good because it's actually like so funny how he always is trying to follow the rules but also like contradicting himself so much in doing that, and he's just so confused about so many things, and it actually is quite sad as well. I think something that I just immediately loved about this series when I started reading it is just how inspirational it is to see these like 17-year-olds dedicating their whole lives to trying to make their world a better place and make it something that they can actually thrive in. And also the characters are so real. It's like, it's hard to explain, but it's like you know how they're gonna act, but they also surprise you at the same time, just like a normal person would. And I just love reading the series. I will be reading book 4 as soon as I can get my hands on it. So anyway, we are going to go shoe shop today a little bit, and we have quite a bit to get done today, so we're gonna get started on some of those things. This is what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cute.
So I ended up finding a pair of shoes. They weren't like exactly what I wanted, but they were pretty good for a pretty reasonable price. So I got those. Maddie didn't end up finding anything though. We're tired.
I feel like we've been walking for 3 hours.
Because we have. So almost 3 hours.
Started a Christmas Carol. I saw that.
So yeah, we will hopefully do something productive tonight. I'm gonna listen to my audiobook for a little bit while I clean up my room. It kind of became a disaster really quickly, and I just want to clean that up and turn my Christmas tree lights on. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on that for at least a few minutes.
So I'm sorry we have not been updating or doing very much in this vlog. This week and last week when we filmed our other vlog have been like the worst weeks for vlogging. We have family in town right now, and we have a lot going on, so we haven't been able to do a whole lot. But tonight I have made some hot chocolate, and I need to do some editing for tomorrow's video. So it's already 11 o'clock, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit of editing done and try to do it as fast as I can, so that I don't have as much to do tomorrow, because tomorrow we need to film a video. We have a lot of work to do with other stuff, so yeah, I will be reading A Christmas Carol later tonight, and yeah, that's kind of all that's been happening. Not a lot for vlogging, but kind of crazy in life. So I will see you actually tomorrow, because this is a video that's going out tomorrow, so I better get editing it.